On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Spartans offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's going to get plenty of targets, and in fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses.
Found a seam on the left. 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said that we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's 1 or 2 guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Dante Moore. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right, and both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Here's more to throw. Moving out to the right. Finds his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
In the red area, it's Hill. Got him right there.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Out wide left, it's Hill. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Throwing more. Back swinging for the goal line. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's more. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got enough. Turning it on. Given 109 yards rushing, he continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. There's some daylight. Maybe a crease. The 20. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play. And here he comes out of the end zone.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to get everyone on the same page. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Moore. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Moore from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running inside, it's Chambers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Dante Moore. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moore will throw. Left side is Griffin. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Moore with the play fake. Rolls right. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Powers inside. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Going to the run, it's Hill. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's more to throw. Great job just separating the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
Time to take a shot. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking for space, it's Davison. Runs through a tackle. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Throwing more. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. More to the air. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That cuts into the deficit, it's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Volunteer sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it back to him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. He's putting up serious numbers on the ground and carrying his team in a way that Lorenzo White used to do.
And how about you know it's coming, but you can't stop it? That's when you know you're having yourself a day. That's when you know you're a great player. And these Michigan State offenses that have that guy at running back, like you're talking about, Reese, they are really, really hard to stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Chambers. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Cuts it upfield. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Moore. Look out. Got the back over the middle.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Moore, play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Ducks decide to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air, it's Tucker. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Dante Moore escapes the pressure going right. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Tucker. Right side, it's Tucker. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hits inside, it's Hill. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 16 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the home squad, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
On the return, it's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here's more to throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
They're all over it. He sacked this defense all over it.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Chambers. breaks into the open. Inside the 40, the 20, and finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll run it. It's Chambers. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Chambers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Tucker. Out wide right, it's Dudley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
The give on 4th down. Touchdown, Spartan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. From the gun. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Throwing more. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll go play action with Moore. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Johnson. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
Quick give. It's Griffin. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hits the hole, it's Hill. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more. Guys out on the perimeter, but how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Moore with the play fake. Flush to the left. Got out of trouble and throws. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Moore. Drop the... They'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game...
Looking for a big play. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the deep.
Looking for a huge play. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Sparty. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Moore. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Moving to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Moore, play action. Buying a little time to his left. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
More to throw for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Back to throw, it's Tucker. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside, it's Chambers. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run him again. There he goes. The 20. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Chambers. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it, it's Chambers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll go play action with Moore. Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Out wide left, it's Tucker. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Drops back, it's Tucker. Out wide right, it's Tucker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football track.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And the point after is good. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Moore with the play fake. Gets rid of it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
2nd and long here. Dante Moore moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Moore. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Here's Moore to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Working that left side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Volunteer sideline, the guys on the sideline are really talking about what's at stake right now. We know these two top 15 teams have an opportunity to get to the college football playoff late in the season, but right now is their opportunity to make some noise. Everybody's amped up, a lot of excitement and momentum. We'll see if they're able to finish out this game strong. I'll keep you posted on how they're doing down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hits inside, it's Chambers. Got the first down. He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Throwing more. Flips it out in the flat. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the lone running back. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Moore will throw. Buys time to his left. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Danzy. stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Moore. Flush to the left. He'll throw it. Left side, it's Johnson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Moore to the air. Right side, it's Davison. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The run inside. It's Chambers. Whipping through the defense. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Chambers. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dante Moore Still looking to his right. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Gets rid of it. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.